Hey, my little pumpkins, S. Dan Wolf, thank you for stopping back by the channel. Welcome if you're new, and in my effort to always try to bring you guys some interesting survival crafting games, I think I've got another one you shouldn't sleep on. Under a Rock is slated to come in early access in 2023. The development team, Nordic Trolls, small team. There's only 5 people developing the game, which makes this even more kind of incredible when you just look at the visuals and you know, kind of what they've come up with some of this gameplay footage already. But yeah, 2023, they're hoping to get this out in early access. They say right now they're still kind of in their early alpha phase. They're not offering any you know, public testing or anything like that. They're not ready to move into beta just yet. But yes, this is an open world survival game, and you're going to be able to play this with up to 10 people. So of course you can take on the land and the biomes as yourself. You can build by yourself, but that's the cool part. You'll be able to build these villages, and that's really what it is. It's like, it doesn't look like one of these survival games where you just kind of build your own little cabin and, you know, whatnot, and that's what you go off of. These are going to be massive villages, or not. You know, this game seems like it is really wanting to not constrain you to just these tiny little, you know, one hut settlements. This looks like it's gonna let you build pretty much without a lot of limits. And plus two, you'll be able to, it says you'll be able to share your world with other players. So we're thinking there's going to be some kind of Steam, you know, update or you know, where you'll be able to upload your worlds for other players to come in and check out your villages and stuff. I'm not sure as far as multiplayer goes, like if you're only going to be able to fight against the creatures, or if there's going to be other characters that you and maybe your friends and your village can go up against. I've not read anything about that yet. This is going to be out on PC and consoles, and they're even saying that it'll be out on the older consoles as well, PS4 and all that. But basically, the game is set in the 19th century. It's kind of like what they said they're going for is like a Jules Verne, Pixar type morph, and I just think that is such a refreshing, like just a refreshing set of gameplay, like you know, options here. We know that the survival crafting world, it's like the 2020s, it's like the 2019, 2018, 2015 zombie craze. Remember, like that 2016 all the way to 2019, it was like everybody was making a zombie game. That's kind of just what that's what you had to put out in these survival games. And this is just such a refreshing new take on crafting survival, and just the art style and the graphics, and combined with they're doing it on Unreal Engine 5, which we know is absolutely incredible. It just kind of that's why I think it caught my radar, and I wanted to share it with you guys, because it's like got such a little charming spin to it. You know, it's just, it doesn't remind me of anything else that's coming out right now. And, you know, that always excites me. And also, too, your villages are not apparently going to be limited to the surface. They actually just posted back at the beginning of September, they are working on procedural caves. Now, you might see in some of these clips that come by, you see a little bed and it looks like she's living in the cave. That's because you're going to be able to. The caves apparently come in all shapes and sizes, from small to huge, and the huge ones are what they call gargantuan procedural caves, are going to be a whole biome by itself. They say creatures inhabit these caves, and they rarely like to share the space or the precious resources found inside the caves. And then actually on the Steam page, it said as far as the creatures in the caves go, you can kick them out, claim the space, and build your own base within the cave. So there are no limits as far as you going into the cave, as like maybe it being a dungeon, you loot it and have to come back out. You can make entire bases underground if that's what you want to do, entire underground villages. They also say in that little release that caves seamlessly integrate into the procedural environment, meaning there are no loading screens to break your immersion. So you can come right from your village up top and go right down into your village under the ground. And what I was telling a couple of my buddies, what I think would be cool was if you had both right at the entrance of the cave. Like, what if we built a big village right at the entrance of the cave door, and then, you know, it just seamlessly integrates down underground, like maybe where, like she has, maybe where your bed chambers are at, or where you store important storage bins and in storage lockers. So I am pretty pumped about this. Like I said, this kind of popped up just a couple weeks ago, and I definitely go on there and wish list it on Steam and kind of read up on it a little bit, look at some of the pictures, some of the biomes. It definitely has a funky little kind of weird twist to it that insanely intrigues me. Now, I know some of you guys might be a little like, uh-oh, it's only 5 people developing this. What are they known for? It looks like they put out a pretty interesting VR game before this. But like we said, this isn't a massive AAA, $100 million budget title. These are, a smaller, Nordic Trolls. They're 5 people kind of coming together to put this together for us. And I think we could at least maybe give it a chance. I don't know what the price is going to be. We don't know anything about a release. The only that we can, if we go off their VR game, it launched at $24.99. And I don't know. We'll just have to kind of wait and see how the early access plays out, or when they're going to when they're going to be ready for a beta, or if they're going to do, like Palia and let us do maybe some early, maybe you can sign up to get into some early play tests. But the graphics, like I said, it looks absolutely charming. The world, the biome, some of the things as far as early access goes that they want to eventually move into is basically creating more biomes. And they we already know that they're going to be able to go underwater, underground. The procedural caves just has me absolutely geeking as it is. And yeah, basically it says with their 5 people, they're filling all the necessary roles for making this game. So being so few keeps them busy, but it says if sometimes they're slow in answering, our questions and stuff, that's why there's only 5 of them. And the full game has been under full production since 2021, since October 2021. So they said kind of leading up before that, they were thinking, they actually say thinking shit up and playing around with the idea of doing a procedural world. They're taking full advantage of Nanite and Lumen technology with Unreal Engine 5, and especially Nanite is making it possible to have a procedural open world with that amazing view distance. So I don't know, you guys will have to let me know what you guys think. A lot of people were asking about what about PvP? It says the host will be able to set the rules for the server. PvP on and off will be available. What about hosting a multiplayer game? They claim there are several ways. You can host a game directly from your own computer, set up your own dedicated server, or rent a server in the cloud from one of our partners. Games can be either public or private. So very much in that Valheim style, which I know, like me and my cousin Eric, we definitely appreciate, because Valheim has just made it so easy to jump in together, and Bold and Basic and Claire and Silver Fox, a lot of my buddies that are still pretty hardcore in Valheim love that the game has made so easy to jump in with each other, and that's kind of what we're hoping with this. So yeah, you'll have to let me know. They like I said, we'll keep an eye on this. I've got it wish listed. They've got a Discord, so anything that they kind of come out with here soon, I will try to keep up with you guys and give you kind of updates here on the channel, and hopefully maybe we can get in some early access, or maybe if the developers can give me a key when it's ready for some builds, I would love to get on here and stream it or show it off. But yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to put on your radar. Under a rock. Don't be under a rock. Wishlist this game, and come back here and let me know what you think about it. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me. I'm S. Dan Wolf, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya!